multiple chase hopefuls. Wiped out in a single moment at Pocono. And the craziest part, it happened in stage 2, before this race even had a chance to fully shake itself out. We're talking about 5 drivers in or around the playoff bubble, all caught up in the same wreck. So if you were keeping an eye on the chase standings today, buckle up. And hey, real quick, if you're a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation News is just getting started. We're pushing toward our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live this sport every single week. All right, let's get into it. So here's what went down at Pocono Raceway on Sunday afternoon. Coming off turn 3, Shane van Gisbergen and Josh Berry made contact. At first, that alone might have been manageable. But here's the thing. Austin Hill came charging in on the bottom, and suddenly you've got 3 wide racing in the middle of a congested pack. And once that happened, the stack-up had nowhere to go. The 21 Wood Brothers racing Ford got forced into the wall, and that's when everything changed. What started as contact between a couple of cars quickly turned into a chain reaction. Noah Gragson spun, Joey Logano spun, and Logano's 22. Team Penske Ford clipped the left rear of Bubba Wallace's number 23. That sent Wallace around as well, but the wreck wasn't finished yet. Brad Keselowski came through the scene with absolutely no options. He slammed into the side of the number 23, and that contact caused race-ending damage to the front end of his number 6 RFK Racing Ford. Christopher Bell also got caught up in the incident, brushing the outside wall before it was finally over. When the dust settled, Keselowski and Gragson were the 2 drivers forced behind the wall. The rest of the drivers involved managed to stay on track. However, there was one problem. This wasn't some random incident involving back markers. Not even close. Take a look at who got caught up in this wreck and where they stood in the chase picture heading into Sunday. Bell was 10th in provisional chase points, Wallace was 11th, Van Gisbergen was 14th, and Keselowski was sitting 15th. All 4 drivers were inside the current playoff bubble. Then there's Joey Logano. He entered the day in 17th, just 3 points behind teammate Austin Cindric for that final playoff spot. Think about that for a second. 5 drivers, all within striking distance of the playoffs, all caught up in the same stage 2 wreck. That's the kind of moment that can reshape the entire chase picture in a matter of seconds. And for Brad Keselowski, the frustration was impossible to hide. After visiting the infield care center, he didn't hold back. He said, and I'm quoting directly, "I thought we had decent pace and just trying to bide our time. The race was going to crack open in different strategies. These guys run really stupid races where they're like 3 wide on lap 5 in a race where strategy is going to reshuffle the field 3 more times. So we were just trying not to get caught up in their junk, and I missed the first wave of the junk, but not the second." That quote pretty much says it all. Keselowski knew this race was going to be decided through multiple strategy cycles. He avoided the first wave of trouble, but then something unexpected happened. The second wave found him anyway. Race-ending damage, day over, and potentially a major hit to his chase standing. When you think about how tight the playoff bubble already was heading into Pocono, and then you factor in a stage 2 wreck involving Bell, Wallace, van Gisbergen, Keselowski, and Logano, this suddenly becomes one of those races that could have massive playoff implications. A lot of playoff math just got a whole lot more complicated. Fast. Now some of these drivers stayed on track, but staying on track doesn't mean escaping the consequences. Damaged cars, lost track position, lost laps, lost points. That's a very different outcome than what these teams expected when they unloaded at Pocono. And because of that, the standings are going to look different. The pressure heading into the next race, that just went up considerably. So now the question becomes, who took the biggest hit? Was it Keselowski, whose day ended with race-ending damage? Was it Logano, who was already sitting just 3 points outside the final chase spot? Or is there another driver from this wreck whose playoff hopes are suddenly hanging by a thread? I want to hear what you think. Drop your answer down in the comments. I read every single one of them. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to NASCAR Nation News, and come back for more real NASCAR talk from fans who actually follow this sport every single week. We'll see you in the next one.